Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how to take screenshots and how to make screen capture videos. So to begin with, screenshots is pretty simple. You don't have to download anything. If you're on a Windows computer, you find the key on your keyboard that has the Windows symbol on it. You hold it down, and while you're holding it down, you press on the print screen key. Once you do that, you will see a quick flash on your computer, and it doesn't seem like anything happens after that, but if you open up your folder and you go into Pictures, you will see that there is a folder called Screenshots, and when you open that up, you will see the picture that you just took. On a Mac, it's similar, but you do Command, Shift, and then press the number 3. For videos, and that's where we need to start downloading a software. The first one I'm going to show you is screencast-o-matic. You go to screencast-o-matic.com. You click on Start Recording for Free, hit Launch Free Recorder. A little pop-up box will come up, either in the middle of the screen or along the bottom, depending on if you've used it before. You're going to have to download it really fast, but then from then on, you just come here and hit Launch Recorder, and it will pull up a little checkered box with a record button underneath it. You can change the size of that checkered box. That's the area that you're going to be recording, so you can make it the full screen or just a little section of your screen. This program is somewhat limited, but you can pay for upgrades. You can see it here on the pricing page, the difference in features. So this is a quick and easy free solution for making occasional screenshot videos. This, if you pay for the Deluxe or Premiere, then you get a lot more features, including some video editors. I've never used it before, so I can't really talk about how good it is, but it's there for you to look at. The next thing I'm going to show you is called OBS. This is OBS Studio. You can find it at obsproject.com. You click on whichever one applies to you, Windows, Mac, or Linux, and then this symbol will be on your desktop. When you click on that, you will come to a screen like this. It will first ask you to, if you want to optimize for streaming or recording, click whichever one applies to you. Then you'll see this. But there won't be any scenes here, and there won't be any sources here. We'll talk about that in a second. First, let's look at the settings. You can either go to File Settings, or there's a Settings button here. In Settings, we want to look at Output, and then if we're going to be recording, we want to click on Recording. And right here, this is the path that we're going to be saving videos to. Once you make a video, it'd be nice to know where it is. So you can change this. I don't remember what the default is, but you can hit Browse, and you can have your own folder set up so that once you record videos, it goes straight there. Recording formats, I just keep mine at MP4. MKV is good if you're making a lot of videos and your computer gives out a lot, because it will save your progress, but you might have to translate it over to an MP4 later. And that's not too difficult to do, but I just keep it here at MP4. Next thing we want to look at is video. How do you want to record the resolution? 1920 by 1080 is pretty standard. And then hotkeys. You can set up buttons so that you can press buttons on the keyboard to start recording rather than clicking over here to start and stop. Or if you're streaming, same thing. Alright, so now down here in the scenes box, you're not going to have anything, but we hit plus. You can give it a name if you're going to make multiple scenes. If you're just going to do the one, you hit OK. And a scene is just a collection of sources. Sources is your videos, your pictures, and stuff like that. So in sources, I'm going to hit the plus. And the first thing I'm going to add is a video capture device. I already have one set up, but this will be your web. You'll want to do create new, and this will link over to your webcam. I'm going to do add existing, and I hit OK. Oh, I click on it and hit OK, and now I am visible. Okay, and you can take this, I can click on the source and I can move it around, I can resize it. And I'm standing in front of blackness, which is not really true. I'm standing in front of the green screen. The way that we access that, and mine was already set up because I copied from an existing video source. If you want to use a green screen, you have to do this manually. You right click on it and click on filters. Okay. And again, all of this will be empty, but you click on plus and then you click on what kind of filter you want to add. The green screen one is called chroma key. So if I turn that off, you can see what I'm standing in front of. When you turn it on, you do what kind of color you're standing in front of, and then you just play with these until it looks good. At first it might look, kind of bad. You just have to play with these numbers until you find a balance between, seeing too much green and seeing too little. And you can also play with the smoothness and all of these really. You can adjust your opacity and contrast and brightness all right here, or you can add other types of color keys and color corrections and stuff. Crop pad is how much you can see around it. By default, it's all 0. The bigger the number you add, the tighter the box around you is going to get. Let's hit plus, and so next we'll do, if you want to capture your display, you can do it one of two ways. I can do a window capture. Okay, and then what this will do is it will pull up this box where you can choose different things that are running. I don't particularly use this very often, but if you were like running PowerPoint and you only wanted to capture PowerPoint and nothing else you do on your computer, theoretically you can use this. But rather than that, and I'm actually going to click on this and subtract it. If you do display capture, that just captures everything that is happening on your display. And if you have a multiple display setup running, you can set that up. All right, so this is everything that's going on my computer. If I shrink this down, you can see that you can watch me move around on Chrome or any other program that I'm running. Now will notice that I disappeared, and that is because this is displaying in order, so it's putting the display capture on top of my webcam. So if I just click, I didn't mean to double click it, if I click and drag, I can move this up, and now I'm back on top. And again, I can move myself around and resize and all that. Another source you might be interested in is image. Once you click on this, it will ask you to upload an image into here. Let's just do I just recently made this for a different project. So go ahead and do this. And so now I have this picture that I include in here, and I can resize it. And this is good if you want to be standing in front of a generic backdrop or a picture of the beach or something. And again, I want to move this down so that I'm standing in front of it. You can also use this if you made like a little logo or a watermark that you want to put on your video. You can do that. That is how I do this. So this is just an image. I just renamed it to overlay, but same concept. It is just an image that you can put into the sources and then arrange it in whatever order you want. And then there's some other things in here that you can play around with, but that's the 3 big ones. Over here in the audio mixer section, you can play with the audio. Do you want the sounds coming out of the computer to be in your video? If not, you can click here and turn it off. I have a microphone plugged in. If you click on settings and properties, you can adjust that to pick the right microphone, and you can adjust the levels here. And then here's the Logitech web camera, which I have turned off because I'm using this microphone that's on my shirt instead. And that's about it. I mean, there's a whole lot that you can do with OBS, but I just wanted to show you the basics. And that's it for this video. I hope you find it useful.